James from Ardento here. Today I want to bring you a quick look at a new feature that is in Zoho CRM. You may have noticed this appear inside of your Zoho CRM system in the last couple of months. If you haven't, now's a great opportunity to have a look at it. It is called the Workqueue. So I have just a demo version of Zoho CRM here, and on the left-hand side under the newish main menu feature, you may see something called Workqueue. Workqueue is a new centralized way for Zoho to organize activities, to-do items, or important lists that you as an individual user or as a team might want to easily work through and navigate. Before this point, you had to really bring together these things in custom views or in separate modules. Whereas now, using the Workqueue, it brings all of these items together in a nice, neat user interface. When you first visit the Workqueue, you're going to see something similar to what you see on my screen here, which is a list of queues down the side. You've got the common tasks, meetings, and calls options, which are the core activity areas within Zoho CRM, broken down here on the left. You can change the criteria for how those activities are broken down, so whether they're overdue or whether they're due this week. That really remains the core part of the activity management and the top part of the Workqueue. Now, going down further, we see things under the My Workqueue area. Zoho has broken down things like my leads and my contacts and my deals and my campaigns. And these are custom views showing data that is specifically linked to you. So here we can see the My View leads is returning leads that are linked to me as the user. But this Workqueue allows you to customize this stuff very easily. So now I can come to leads and create my own set of views here. So maybe I want to add my own custom view, and this is using the view feature within the module. And if you're familiar with Zoho CRM, you probably are aware of how to create custom views. So I can say, okay, let's just have a look at recently created leads and bring those through. I can choose to limit this by only me or other users. But if I add that Workqueue under the leads category, I can see that that's instantly brought in this custom view into the leads category of the Workqueue. This is a custom view like any other, so I can still use the column organization and column selection features that I have within the normal areas of Zoho CRM when looking at a list of records. I can apply filtering in the same manner as well. So I've got all of the same features that I would see on a normal view, except this is all accessible easily within my Workqueue. The next thing to consider with your Workqueue is this general layout here. I can actually change, and I can change this to be what's called a category view. So I can come here and have this set to category, which is grouping together my different Workqueues under their module, and I can turn things on or off from here and reorder them the way that they appear in my categories. So I'm going to say, look, I'm not interested in campaigns, and I want my leads and my deals to be together, and then I have contacts at the end. I can save that reorders them under leads, deals, and contacts. I have got another option under this settings here, which is list view. So if I'm not really interested in seeing them grouped by module or category, as Zoho calls them here, I can change them to just have a look at a list. And now I've just got a long list of Workqueues here. So this really gives me the option now to kind of organize my day and my important lists in a way that I wasn't easily be able to do or bring together into a single screen. So I really like this, and the fact that it's not limited to a specific module is great. I can come up the top here and click Add New. Of course, there's a bunch of pre-canned ones, but I can add my own create queue, and I can choose anything, including custom modules. So if I wanted to bring in a list of accounts, for instance, and then bring in my accounts, I can do that using there. And now I can bring in a new category of work queue. If I put this back into the category view, I can see that down the bottom. So this is a really powerful way now to bring in lists of actionable records, of important records that you want to see all on a single screen, easily kind of connected just by clicking through these different work queues. And the last thing I really want to kind of bring up and kind of talk about here is the fact that you can add some pretty sophisticated work queues, not just based on a custom view. So if you click on adding a new queue, not only do you have custom view, which we spoke about is using the standard Zoho module view feature, but you can just choose to build a queue on the fly based upon sort of a date field or specific criteria. So here I could be like, okay, well, let's just show me the contact records where the date of birth is today. And give it a title and hit save. And so now I have a new queue here with birthday matching contacts. So I didn't have to create a custom view. I just applied criteria to the work queue here. And likewise, if I go back under create new queue, I can also build out criteria that's not date based. So if I just wanted to see a list of particular contacts from a specific department or maybe accounts from a specific industry, all of those can be easily built out using the new work queue feature rather. I think this is actually probably one of the niftier features that Zoho's added to the core user experience inside of Zoho CRM for some time. So definitely check it out if you have it. I can see this being useful for nearly all users of Zoho CRM, whether using this for sales, for operational processes. This work queue feature is actually something that I think most users will benefit from. So hopefully that was useful, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Chat soon.